Hi, I'm Daniel Marlow, and my wife and I are the creators and owners of Whiskey Bear here in Lexington, Kentucky, and we're going to talk today about how to make the perfect mint julep. So there are really three key ingredients to a great mint julep. One is bourbon, obviously, one would be mint, and the other is sugar. We use it in the form of simple syrup. It incorporates into the beverage much easier, and more often than not, people think that mint juleps are not a great cocktail. I actually thought so myself for a very, very long time until I learned how to make one properly. So we're going to go over exactly how to make one properly today to really make it fantastic for you and your friends for Derby Day. So first, we're going to start off with some good fresh mint. There are many different kinds of mint. You can kind of choose one that you like, but you're going to start off by taking a whole stem of mint. If you can pull it out of your garden, that's great because it's always going to be fresh and nice and crisp. You want to peel off pretty much all except just the very top couple of leaves or the sprig on top. And you're going to take all those and put them in your hand and clap them or smack them a little bit. And that's going to release the oils in the mint. Then you're going to take those and kind of just wipe them around the inside of your julep cup. Now what you're doing here is you're spreading the oils inside the cup, and it's going to, as you put the ice in there, it's going to flavor the whole drink with the mint, and it incorporates it really, really nicely. So then we're going to use a whiskey. We prefer a high-proof bourbon. More often than not, people use a good bourbon because they're trying to make a nice cocktail and impress their friends. Not that Old Grandad is not a good bourbon, it's great, but you do want a higher proof whiskey. It does not need to be a really ultra smooth whiskey. You actually want something that's a little bit rougher, that's going to stand up to the sugar that you're introducing and the ice that you're introducing to the beverage. So a classic julep recipe calls for 2 parts whiskey to 1 part sugar, and we're also going to use crushed ice for this julep. So we've got some crushed ice that we prepared a little bit ahead of time. You want to really get it down in the cup. Juleps are also a little bit messy. Don't feel bad if you spill a little bit of ice. It happens every time you're going to make one, or anytime you're dealing with crushed ice, really. Then you're going to add, we're going to do 2 ounces of Old Grandad bonded bourbon. This is 100 proof bourbon. Again, really any whiskey or any bourbon over 100 proof is going to play well in a julep. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of that and 1 ounce of simple syrup. It's called simple syrup because it is equal parts sugar and water. It's hot water, sugar. Mix it up until the sugar dissolves, and you've got yourself a very nice simple syrup. Now, that is the majority of the beverage. Now, the other really important part of this beverage is you're going to take a straw or a spoon, whatever you have handy, and you're going to want to incorporate all of that together. And you actually want, the ice is going to stick to the outside of that glass. It's normal for that to happen, especially using a metal cup. So you want to really get that mint oil incorporated into the drink, give it a little bit of a stir. And once you have the cocktail put together, you're going to top it off with just a little bit more ice. Kind of pack that down. And then the last and equally important part of the cocktail is going to be your mint sprig. The reason that you kept the whole stem is you want it to actually stick out of the cup. So measure it, tear off the bottom a little bit so that the top of that mint sprig is going to come out, and you want that close to the straw. The reason for that is when somebody is drinking a mint julep, you want them to taste the beverage at the same time that they're smelling the mint. And there you have a fantastic mint julep to enjoy with your friends at Derby Day. Stay safe, drive safe, and have a great time.